Sherry Stewart. Welcome to Mind, Body, Soul, a Heart Health Journey. And today we're going to be spilling the tea, like my daughter would like to say. And we're going to talk about something, a part of Heart Health Journey that it took a long time for me to really realize this part of life makes a big difference in how we feel and how the body reacts to what we're taking in. So today we're going to talk about affirmations. And so my sister recently brought over my high school yearbook for my senior year, and it was a good laugh actually to look through that for the first time after not seeing it for a really long time. But it brought back so many different emotions for me. More of, maybe I related a little bit to the teenagers these days for a moment, remembering what that felt like being young, being in high school, the pressures of all of that. But I also remember what kind of a person I was in high school. People that know me now that did not know me then find it hard to believe that I used to be really mean. I mean, I loved people. I had a lot of great friends, but I had this like hardcore exterior. Like I thought I was just really tough. And I think I did that because I felt like if I had that wall up, that would protect me from being hurt or used, or it was just like a protective mechanisms for some reason that I had. And so over the years, I've softened a lot. And so thank you, Lord, for changing me in that area. But my sister and I, we were dreamers back then. We tried, if we thought we might want to try something, we just jumped in with both feet, whether we knew what we were doing or not. And as you can imagine, that could bring on some frustration and insecurities. But I think for a long time, I didn't recognize my insecurities. I was confident in what I was doing. We played sports and we showed horses. I showed sheep and we rodeoed and we did all kinds of different things. We were cheerleaders. So, we were confident in what we did, but there was that insecurity of comparison, that I would compare myself to other people around me, and all that does is steal your joy. Comparing yourself to someone else is, you're almost saying that I'm not good enough, or I wish I was, I wish I had that, or I wish my eyes were a different color, my hair was a different color, my body shape was different. But the thing about saying that to ourselves is that it steals our joy when we focus on those things. So throughout the journey of growing up and trying different things, we met some really great people along the way. And I think the most interesting people came from the horse show industry and the rodeo industry for me. And I was a rodeo queen, and so when we started competing for rodeo queen contest, we had no clue what we were doing. Kind of like when we showed horses, we had no idea what we were doing, but it was fun. It's what we wanted to do, so we just did it. But we competed for our local rodeo queen contest, and the first year, like I said, we were clueless. That was a wreck. I was riding a green horse, which is a horse who is not very far along in his training and hasn't gone anywhere. So you can imagine trying to get that horse to do what I wanted it to do for that contest was very entertaining. And the second year, my twin sister and I both competed again. She won. And then the third time around, I was finally victorious and I won the crown, and it was really neat to have my sister crown me. But the cool thing about that journey is that year we had a judge that we later on got to know really well, and she introduced us to the world of Mary Kay Cosmetics. Now, this is not a video to sell you Mary Kay Cosmetics, but I'm introducing you on where I came up with realizing what we say about ourselves makes a huge difference on how we feel about ourselves and how the body responds to that. And so I noticed this lady, how she never jumped into a conversation and gossiped about people. She was always positive, always complimenting, always making sure you felt important. And that really stuck with me, because being a person who was kind of hard on the exterior, trying to protect myself from feeling vulnerable maybe in relationships, I found that very intriguing. And so over the time that we got to spend with her, I really watched her, and I kept thinking, I want to be like her. I want to feel that gratification of knowing that I'm building people up instead of tearing them down, just to make myself feel better. Because I think that's what we do when we talk about other people and we belittle them. I think we feel bigger, maybe. Maybe we're trying to make ourselves feel better. But nonetheless, I really admired her, and so I tried to really be mindful of what I was saying about others. That's kind of where it started for me, is what was I saying about the people around me and the people that I was coming in contact with and getting to know. And so I have a friend, her name is Lacey Dale. Hopefully she doesn't mind that I'm saying her name on my video. She was a friend of mine from the Rodeo Queen days. I was Miss Rodeo Oklahoma, and when she won her local title to go on to Miss Rodeo Oklahoma, I was there and I was able to be a part of that. And she was also a former Miss Rodeo Oklahoma teen back before I was Miss Rodeo Oklahoma. And so we had known each other for a long time. And I got to crown her as Miss Rodeo Oklahoma. And so then she had her journey, and I was off on my own journey, going to college and doing my thing. And then our crossed paths, because after she was Miss Rodeo Oklahoma, she came to Southwestern Oklahoma State University, where I was. And so, which was really neat. And to make a long story short, I started doing Mary Kay with Lacey. And one of the things in the Mary Kay culture is helping people to feel comfortable in their own skin, making them feel important. And a part of that is affirmations. And I love affirmations. And the definition of affirmation is the action or process of affirming something or being affirmed, or emotional support or encouragement. And that's what I love about affirmations. There are stressors in life that we go through, and that's a big part of our heart health journey, is eliminating the stressors, recognizing what those are, removing them from our lives, because it's not just about eating right and exercise. It's also the other things that you expose your body to. And so you must first learn to love yourself, because we were created in God's image, and that makes you beautiful. That makes you so beautiful. And we are not meant to look alike, to act alike. We are different for specific reasons. It makes a colorful world, and it's important that you stay true to who you are. But those affirmations, they affirm of who you are and who He created you to be. And some of my favorite affirmations are I can, I will, I have purpose, because you can fill in the blanks for yourself. I can do this, or I can do that, or I will conquer this fear, or I will achieve this goal, or I have purpose because He created me for a purpose. And so to begin your affirmation journey, I highly encourage you to write down one of these affirmations and put it on your mirror in your bathroom, or hang it on your refrigerator, anywhere that you're going to see it often. And you're going to say that to yourself, and you're going to tell yourself positive things on a daily basis. Importantly, you have to do it first thing in the morning. I do this on a daily basis because I am somewhat a perfectionist when it comes to different things, and failure is not an option. But sometimes it takes try and try again before I get the result that I'm looking for. And sometimes that can be very frustrating for me. And so being my own best cheerleader and cheering myself on is so important, because you are feeding life into yourself. Words have power. Speaking positivity into yourselves goes such a long way on how you feel and how your body reacts to what you're surrounding yourself with. Another affirmation that I like, you're going to tell yourself, I am in charge of how I feel, and today I am choosing happiness. Did you know that you have a choice on how you feel or what your attitude is every day? It's super important that you know that, because things happen in our lives that we do not have control over, and how you react to that is your choice. We are going to be disappointed. We are going to be hurt by things and people. And how we react to that is a choice. And I used to think that was the craziest thing I'd ever heard until I decided to adopt that thought process and try it out for myself. And it's huge because I can react to a specific person or a specific situation differently now. I mean, I used to just get mad and just have a really bad attitude, and who knows what I said throughout that whole process. But now I can decide on how I'm going to allow my body, my mind, and my soul to react to that situation. It makes a huge difference. And along with the affirmations, I remember, like I said, I used to have a lot of confidence, and I still do, but the confidence was different back then. It was almost like a bit of cockiness, maybe. Bringing on those affirmations brought positivity and a confidence that radiates differently when you're around people. I had a teacher one time. I was not in his class. I did not have him as a teacher, but I knew him through the horse industry. And he told his class at college, he was an equine coach for an equestrian team. He told his class that I was the most positive person he had ever met, which was really interesting because on the inside, for a long time, I never believed in myself. I just really had a hard time. I picked myself apart. And if I'm not careful, I can still do that to myself. And for one, I want to say that's God working through me. I hope that's just a positivity that's contagious, and that people, because you attract the people that you want to be like. And we want to be around positive people if that's the lifestyle that you want to lead. It's so healthy for you. Your body reacts differently to positivity than it does to negativity. And it helps you overcome the stressors in life that we deal with on a daily basis. Because like I said, there's so many things about life that we don't have control over. But how we decide to react to certain things makes a huge difference. Choose happiness today. Choose to be positive. Feed yourself with life affirmations and verbiage that helps you to become the person that God created you to be. It's not always an easy journey. It is a process that takes time. But it's so important that you start today to believe in yourself and say, I can, I will, I have purpose. I believe in each and every one of you, and it's super important that we believe in ourselves first, love ourselves first, so that we can pour into other people's lives. And it's important in relationships that we love ourselves first. Single women, I remember being single. I've been married for about 17 years, and I don't want to ever have to go back to that process of having to date, because it just scares me of having to do that. But remember what your worth is as an individual, and know that you are beautiful and you are enough, and that you have to love yourself first. And don't allow men, this can pertain to you as well, don't allow yourself to cling and attach yourself to people so that they can give you worth, because the worth does not come from that relationship. You have worth as an individual. Let that be a compliment to who you already are. So I hope this has been a blessing for you. I hope this speaks into your life and encourages you. We all have come down a long road, and it starts with the choice that we make today. I pray that today is a beautiful blessing for you. I hope it's an amazing day. And join back or come back to my channel often, and we're going to be talking about different things that we have done over the years, the changes that we have made to live a heart health journey. And it's been rewarding, it's been challenging, and in the end, it's been worth the work and the things that you have to put into it. Make the most of today, and I believe that you're going to be victorious in all that you do. Thank you. We'll see you next time.